Hey you guys, I am going to go over today how to properly set your daily goals. Now, if you are in my 21 day challenge membership, then we set goals every single day, but there is a proper way that you should be setting your goals daily. And this video is so you can actually know and refer back to this video whenever you need to, how to properly write your daily goals. If you're not in the 21 day challenge, I understand. Thank you for watching the video. This is also going to help you write your daily goals so that way you can accomplish your goals faster at home. And I'm so glad that you found this video. I am Joanna Nicole. I am a certified life coach and I focus on inner work and goal setting. I attract the life that I think I deserve, and I attract the love that I think I deserve, and I help you do the same. One of those ways is by setting goals. So we're going to go over today how to properly write your daily goals. Let's jump into it. Let me drink some. I got my coffee here and my water. So how to properly write your daily goals. This is important because once you know how to properly write your goals, not only is it easier for you to accomplish those goals, but you will have the confidence that you need to continue because it is a journey. You know, some goals can't be accomplished in one day. That is another reason why we do the 21 day challenge every single month. We don't just do it once in the blue moon. No, we do it every single month because some of our goals is going to take 6 months. Some of our goals is going to take 3 years. Some of our goals is going to take 10 years. Some of our goals may take, 2 months. The time frame is all up to you. What is your goal and what is the time frame that you need to accomplish that goal? But I am here to give you that support and provide the community and safe space so that you can accomplish those goals faster. So that's why we do the 21 day challenge every single day. And every single day we wake up at 5 a.m. We start with our goals, we journal, we read, and we just uplift each other in the best community possible. And we write daily goals. So this video is going to show you how to properly write those daily goals. Let's do it. All right. So up here, I'm going to write how to properly write daily, and I'll put goals here. How to properly write daily goals. Okay, these are things you're going to be doing every single day. First thing you need to have in mind, so I guess I'll put first. First thing you need to have in mind is your big goal. Or your main goal, right? You need to know what your main goal is. You need to know what your big goal is. What's the big picture? What is your ultimate goal that you're working towards? So we are working towards a few different things, right? You're working on something. I'm working on something. Everyone's working on something. It could be personal. It could be towards relationships and social, community. It can be parenting. If you're a mom, you're going to be working on parenting goals. If you are working on financial goals, when it comes to the money, you can have career goals, and so many more, okay? What we'll go over today is, I think about 5 or 6, but I'm pretty sure there's more because this is life and you make decisions. So, but have your main goal in mind and have your big goal in mind. So I guess we'll put in mind. In your mind. And in your mind, you need to know your big goal, your main goal, whatever it is. So for example, let me give you an example of a main goal, right? Lose 30 pounds. Well, let me put my goal up there because I love writing goals. Lose 40 pounds is the main goal, but you know that's not going to happen in one day. So your daily goals is going to have your big goal in mind of how you're going to be losing 40 pounds. Another example of a big goal is start a business. Another example of a big goal is graduate. We'll put that. Graduate college, right? We'll even put get married over there. These all could be big goals that you have. Big goals, right? All of these things probably cannot happen in a day. I mean, some of them could be happening in a day. Like if you're about to graduate today, of course, then that's going to happen today. But if you just started school, you're not going to be graduating today. You just started, right? If you're starting a business, you can start a business in a day, right? That's just doing one thing. But then you can also have other goals in your business that can't be done in a day. You know, you're building your business. Losing 40 pounds, that can't be done in a day. But you should have all of these big goals and your main goals in mind, in your mind, when you're setting your daily goals so that you can be working towards accomplishing those big goals. So we're going to erase this. And, oh, Jesus. Be a fence around me, baby. Better be careful. Okay, so second thing you want to have in mind. So the first thing you're going to have in mind is your big goals and your main goal. You know, what you're ultimately working toward. That's the first thing you want to have in mind. The second thing you want to have in mind, second thing that you want to have in your mind is small goals that help you accomplish your big goal. Right? So first thing you're going to have in mind is what your big goal is, what the main goal is, what you're working toward. Then you're going to need to know the small goals that are going to help you accomplish that big goal, right? So small goals, let me give you some examples of small goals. Is work out 30 minutes. This is going to help you towards your ultimate goal of losing 40 pounds, right? So maybe every single day you write as a personal goal to work out for 30 minutes because that 30 minutes is helping you towards your big goal. If you are starting a business, maybe you are going to create a website. So that's a small goal that you can do today. Maybe it takes more than one day, but you'll continue working on it every single day until you accomplish it. But that is a small goal that you could be working towards to accomplish your big goal. Another example of a small goal is to maybe study for exam 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Study for your exam for 30 minutes, right? Another small goal can be organize your closet. This is a mental health thing. For your mental health, right? But that's a small goal that you could do today to help you accomplish bigger goals. Small goals need to be in mind. So first thing you should be thinking of is, what is the main goal? What is the big goal? Y'all should already know, if you guys watch me on my shorts and videos, I always have protein and water goals. Now, of course, this is coffee, but I put my protein shake in my coffee. And this is water. So I always have protein goals. I always have water goals. Why? Because I have weight loss goals. So it is a daily goal of mine to hit my water intake and my protein intake. Every single day, that is the small goal that I need to accomplish in order to accomplish the big goal. So when you are doing these, you're going to have your big goal in mind, and then you're going to have small goals that help you accomplish your big goal. So for example, if you have a finance goal to make, let's say, I want to make $20,000 this month, right? And if you have that goal, that's the big goal. That's the big goal. The $20,000 in 1 month is your big goal. You focus on that and you say, how can I make $20,000 a month, right, in 1 month? You can divide that by 4, and you can say, okay, so if I divide 20 by 4, that is 5, 10, 15, 20, that's 5. So if I make $5,000 a week, then I will be at $20,000 for the month. And then you break that down and you say, okay, well, if I need to make $5,000 a week and I only work 5 days a week, that means I need $1,000 every day. Okay, how can you make $1,000 a day? Now we're down to the daily goal. How can you make $1,000 a day? And you can say, oh, well, I actually own a business where I have clients, and each of my clients, they usually pay me $200 for my service. So that means I need 5 clients. So that means you've broken down your big goal to get a small goal. And now one of your goals, which can be here, this will be an example of a small goal, can be to make $1,000 today. And then with 5 clients, because each one pays you $200, right? Right? Then you can figure out how you're going to get these 5 clients. Now we're going into a little bit deeper, but I'm rolling with it because, you know, my brain is working today. This is what I call extra credit on each of your goals, okay? So we have this small goal, and we can say, if you already got 5 clients today, then you good. You can work on exceeding that and maybe getting 2-3 more, right? Because what if someone cancels? What if what if someone downgrades their service, and now they're like, oh, well, I was gonna get that plan, but now I'm gonna go with the lower plan, and that plan is only $100, blah blah blah. So you can give yourself extra credit by giving yourself, let's put, give 3 ways to accomplish that goal. Now, this can be wrote down. This can be in your head. This can be something that you just manifest on and breathe on in the shower. This could be like, hey, while you're on the treadmill, you're like, Okay, cool. So I know that my goal today is to make $1,000 with 5 clients. You're in the chairman, you're thinking, you was like, okay, so let me think about how I could get these 5 clients. I could post on Instagram, I could post on Facebook, I can actually reach out to some of my previous clients and see if they want to come in today, send out an email, send out a text message, blah, 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 blah. Okay? But all of this needs to be kind of churning in your mind so that you can know what you're about to write for your daily go. So these are examples. Make $1,000, work out 30 minutes, create a website, study 30 minutes, organize your closet. These are examples, but these are not written properly. And what we're going over is how to actually write them properly. How to properly write these down. So once you know what your big goal is, and you have the smaller goals that are going to help you accomplish them, now let's actually write them properly. So let's erase all of this. Be careful not to block the board over, Joe. Okay, let's erase all of this. Right? Okay, cool. So, first thing you're going to do when writing your goal is put the date at the top of your paper. Why? If you watched my other video of 7 steps to accomplish any goal, then you would know why, because this is the next step. Or step number 3, I think. But anyways, if you haven't watched that video, go check out that video, which is 7 steps to accomplish any goal. It should be up by now in the playlist of goal setting. So you're going to put a date at the top of your paper. So today's date, I believe, is September 29, 2025. Put the date at the top of your paper. Extra credit if you write the day. This helps tell your mind the deadline of when these things need to be done. You kind of train your mind and you kind of tell yourself like, hey, today these things are getting done. Okay? You can write your goals at the beginning of the day, which if you are in the 21-day challenge and you're waking up at 5 a.m., you're going to write it in the beginning of the day. Sometimes you can write your goal at night for the next day. If you are writing your goals at night, so if you're writing your goals at night and you're going to be accomplishing those goals for the next day, you're going to write tomorrow's date. So at night, if you're writing your goals, you're going to write tomorrow's date. So if today is the 29th, this is today, right? This is today. Tomorrow is the 30th. And it will be Tuesday. Okay? So if you're writing your goals at night for the next day, you're writing your daily goals before you go to bed for the next day. You're going to write the date of tomorrow. So you can tell yourself, tomorrow, we're going to do these things. But the first thing you need to do is put the date on the top of the paper. If you don't have the date on the top of the paper, you're not even following the 7 steps of accomplishing any goal, which includes putting the date, setting a deadline. So first thing at the top of your paper, you're going to put the date. Today's date, if you are writing your goals in the morning. Tomorrow's date, if you are writing your goals at night. so that they can be accomplished tomorrow. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about this. No. Okay, we can move on. So first thing you're going to do is put your date at the top of the paper. This is how you're writing your goal, okay? This is how you're writing your goals, okay? Now, categories for your goals should be written out, okay? If you are like me and it is hard for you to focus on a plethora of things and so many things, don't focus on everything at once. Pick 3 things to focus on, okay? So, for example, personal is a category of a goal, right? You have personal goals. Let me write here. You have relationship goals. Relationship goals. And this can be an intimate relationship or it could be a social relationship, right? If you watch the video about how to be happy in life and fulfilled in life, and I went over Maslow's hierarchy of needs. That video should be up already. I went over Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and one of them was a community or a feeling of connection with other people. So this is important. Personal is important. I like to put it in this order because personal means you come first. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. And then relationship and social, because if you have a spouse and you have a husband, then you guys are one. Also, social, because having a connection with a community, having friends, having relationships outside of yourself where you feel that you can come to someone and maybe talk about your day and someone's asking you how their day is and you can actually be of support to someone else is important. So we're doing it in this order. 1, 2. And then we have parent goals. If you are a parent, then you would have parent goals for your children, because we want to take care of our children. We want to feed them. We want to teach them. We want to encourage their growth and watch them succeed. And so you would have parenting goals. And then we go to, if you're not a parent, then you're not parenting. You would parent yourself, and that would just be personal, which is self-discipline. Parenting yourself is having self-discipline and understanding that your choices and following through actually makes you happy. And so, for example, if you're parenting another human, you're focused on their health, you're focused on their growth, you're focused on their safety, you're focused on their development, you're focused on just so many things when it comes to being a parent, right? But if you're not a parent, those things apply to you. So you're going to do those things for yourself. But that's just all about having self-discipline. So if you're not a parent, then you won't have parenting goals. You would have those parenting goals or whatever for your personal self. And then we have finance goals, which is money goals. Why do we have money goals? Well, because we live in a society where money equates to safety. Money equates to luxury. Money equates to freedom. Money equates to a roof over your head and nourishment. So money can be goals. Money does not have to be the motivation. Money does not have to be the end all be all of fulfillment for you, but money is going to play a part in some of these things. We just can't ignore it. And then last that I like to focus on is career. So we'll put career. Where can we put career? I guess we could put career here. And then it'll just be all down here. Okay? So we have personal, relationships, social, parenting, finance, career, right? 5 things. That can be a lot to focus on. So again, if you are the type of person, I feel like I got an eyelash in my eye. If you're the type of person who's like, I can focus on all of these things, I got it, I can knock it out the park, I don't have what the adversity that other people have. Like, for example, other people have kids, so they have to work around their kids' schedule. Other people have spouses, so they have to work around their spouse's schedule. Other people have roommates. Other people have different adversity that they have to overcome every single day. And if you're one of those people who's like, I really don't have those type of adversities that stop me from accomplishing all 5 categories, so focus on all 5 categories. But if you're a mom, if you are running a business, you're a wife, you're an individual, of course you're an individual, you're a family member, which you're a sister and a daughter and a cousin and a brother and a whatever, then sometimes focusing on all 5 of these things can be overwhelming, and it's going to deter you from accomplishing your goals faster. Not saying you cannot accomplish your goal if you're focused on all the things, but to accomplish your goals faster, then you need to focus on about 3 things. So what you need to decide is which big goals from each thing is most important to you and your life's happiness and fulfillment, right? So my 3 things that I focus on for me, because I feel is most important for me, is personal, parenting, and career. Okay? Finance, at times, it is important for me because, like I said, safety, freedom, resources, luxury, that all comes with money. But most of the time, I say if I'm focusing on my career and what I want to do and I'm happy in my career, then the money is going to come. Because that's just my mindset right now. I'm focused on leaning into my femininity, taking things slow, not rushing, doing what feels right for me. But if you're like, finance and money is my focus, then you're going to do those 3 things. You're going to say, oh, okay, well, include that. But choose 3 things, right? 1, 2, 3. Choose 3 things. Let me take these numbers off. 1, 2, 3. Choose 3 things. And I'm single right now, so I ain't worried about a relationship and I ain't worried about finances, because the reason why I'm not worried about finances is because I've built my savings up to where I'm like comfortable with my savings. And right now I'm just like, let's see what I can do with just being comfortable and just doing what makes me happy. So these are the 3 things that I'm focusing on. Again, come to the 21-day challenge and we can break this down even more because I don't want this video to be too long. Let me focus. So personal goals can be, and we're talking about the big goals that you need to have in mind at first, and then we're going to focus on smaller goals, and then we're going to work it on writing the goals. So health and fitness. I'll put in fitness. This can be a big goal, right? Let me see. I think I wrote some down. Let me see. Oh, because this is personal. So this can be your hobbies, right? What's another idea? I like inner work. big goal, right? These are big goals. Relationship, marriage, we could say community service. I spelled that wrong. We just gonna keep going for the sake of the video. Friends, right? Family, boyfriend if you're not married. If you're single, then maybe you're focusing on friends, family, and you're focusing on community service. You're focusing on those things, right? Parenting. I wrote something down for here. So your kids' education, right? Your kids, I guess morals, teachings, you could teach them. Those can be big goals, right? Teaching them self-discipline, confidence, and those type of things. When it comes to education, you can focus on grades, you can focus on their reading, you can focus on their writing, yada, yada, yada. Another thing here can be memories. Can be a big goal. Finance, let me erase that. This can be budgeting. This can be earning money. This can be investing money. This can be saving money. This can be tracking your money. This can be paying your bills. All of these are big goals. And some is small goals, but these are goals nonetheless. When it comes to career, right? Maybe, let's see what I wrote for career. Maybe you are trying to go for a promotion. You're trying to get a promotion at work, right? Or you are trying to grow your business. Or you are trying to get your education. Get your education. Okay, all of these are examples of things that you should have in mind. What is the bigger goal for these things? And now I'm going to go over how to write them. So we already know that you should have your date at the top of the paper. All of your goals are going to start in the first person, and it should be I. Then you are going to write it in a past tense form as if it's already done. So you're writing it in a past tense form as if it's already done. Here's some examples. Okay? I went to the gym and worked out for 30 minutes. You could shorten this up. That's kind of long. So you could put, I went to the gym, I worked out for 30 minutes, or I went to the gym and worked out for 30 minutes. This will be one of your goals, one of your personal goals. So you're going to start in first person and always say I, and then you say went, as if you already did it, as if you already went to the gym. Okay? I went to the gym. I worked out for 30 minutes today. Another example. I made $1,000 today. You started in the first person of I, and then you did a past tense as if you've already done it. I made $1,000 today. Another example is I created, we'll put a budget for my vacation. Let's put that, okay? I created a budget for my vacation is how you're writing that go. It's in the first present tense of I. It should always start with I. If you're not starting with I, another thing that's very strong when manifesting and creating and accomplishing goals is putting your name, right? So you can put, my name's Joanna. You can put Joanna went to the gym. Joanna went and worked out for 30 minutes today. Put your last name. Joanna Nicole made $1,000 today. Joanna Nicole created a budget for her vacation today, right? But no matter what, you're talking in the first person. So I went, I made, I created, I completed, I can't think of any more, but all past tense, okay? And if you need help, there's ChatGPT nowadays, and there is Google to help you figure out how to write it in past tense, okay? Love it. So you're going to write it in I form, and you're going to write it in past tense form, which is perfect. Love, love, love it. Let's see if I'm missing anything. No, I'm not missing nothing. So you're going to pick 3 areas to focus on for 21 days straight. If you're in the 21-day challenge, okay, for 21 days straight, you're going to focus on these 3 areas. If you're like, hey, no, I'm going to push myself to do more in these 21 days and challenge myself to do more, do 5, okay? But pick 3 that's most important to you. If you're like, you know what, I'm so tired and sick and just so disappointed in myself for constantly not getting this weight off. If you know, I just lost 120 pounds. I've been keeping it off for about 2 to 3 years now. And I had to get sick and tired of my behavior and sick and tired of looking in the mirror and not liking what I see back. I had to get sick and tired of that. So if you're sick and tired of that, and this 21-day challenge is what you're focusing on, because you're like, hey, I'm ready to accomplish my goal faster. I'm ready to lose 20 pounds. I'm ready to lose 15 pounds. And this 21 days, I'm going to focus on that. If you're sick and tired of not getting that business off the ground and not living up to your earning potential when it comes to your business because you're slacking, you're going to say, hey, in these 21 days, I'm focusing strictly on finance and career or whatever, or my business or whatever that is. And you're going to focus on that, so that you can accomplish those goals. If you're focused on your marriage because you're like, hey, you know what? I have took 2 to 3 years and poured everything and gave 120% to my business. And now I see that my business is at a point where I can actually take a step back and focus on my marriage because this is important to me. And I don't want to lose my husband. I don't want to lose my wife. Put marriage, put relationship. So that way in this 21-day challenge, you can rekindle that flame with your husband or your wife, and you guys can get another connection. And she's like, ooh, that man been focusing on me. I love it. Or your husband's like, oh yeah, this is the woman that I married, and this is why I buy her all the things, and this is why I take care of her, and this is why all the bills stay paid, and blah, blah, blah. But focus on 3 things so that you can accomplish them. Now, once time goes on, if you need to change what your focus is, change what your focus is. But remember your big goal. Pick 3 areas to focus. Then you're going to pick 3 things to work on that day for those goals. So we're going to put lose 40 pounds as the personal goal, right? So today, let's put the date. Today, if you're writing it for the day because it's the morning time, put today's date. If you are writing it at night, put tomorrow's date. But today, we are going to do 1, 2, 3 things, small goals, to accomplish our big goal. And that could be I drank 80 ounces of water. I walked for 30 minutes. I like to put today. I walked for 30 minutes today. Last goal. I ate all meals before 8 p.m. Now, your plan, your strategy might look different. If you're trying to lose 40 pounds and you're doing keto, you might want to say something like, I only ate 10 carbs today, right? Or if you are losing weight and you are doing vegetarian diet or something like that, it can look however you need it to look. Whatever your small goals is to accomplish your big goal is what you're going to put here. So if you got protein goals, if you have water goals, if you have exercise goals, if you have sleep goals, you're going to put it here in personal. And each personal goal should be towards your big goal. If your big goal is to lose 40 pounds, right? Then let's say, let's erase this one. Well, let's just erase them all and I can show you if you're doing it wrong because you're not focused on the big goal. If your big goal is to lose 40 pounds, right? Your goals that you write for today should not be I got my nails done. I read a book for 30 minutes. I'm having a hard time thinking about this last one. I took a bath. All of these are great personal goals, right? You got your nails done, you read for 30 minutes, you took a bath. This sounds like your main goal is inner work. But that's not your big goal here. All of these is not helping you with losing 40 pounds. So is it great? Does it feel good? Is it going to make you like, oh, yay, I got my nails done. I got my book read. I took a bath. Wow, I'm accomplishing goals. Trust me, that feeling is going to wear off in 40 days, in 30 days, in 21 days even. That feeling's going to wear off when you look in the mirror and you say, God damn, I have not lost that 40 pounds yet. God damn, I have not done. Get it together, Joe. Okay. All right, now. We're gonna have to fix this for the next video. Those goals are not gonna help you accomplish your big goal. Okay? Let's put this back up there. Okay? So 3 areas, and focus on those for 21 days. You're going to write 3 goals. Every single day, 3 goals. To focus on. Right? Every single day, 3 here, 3 in each one, and then you're writing in present tense. Remember your big goal, right? Have your big goal in mind and the small goals that are helping you accomplish those goals. So I went to the gym. I hit my protein goals. I drank 80 ounces of water. In 21 days, if you do all these things, you would have lost some weight. Hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know your personal life, but if you are not in a calorie deficit, again, you're probably not going to lose weight. But if you need to be in a calorie deficit, then put that in there. You know, I only ate, I don't like only being in there. I ate, we'll say in a calorie deficit, 1,800 calories today. That's the goal, is to stay under 1,800 calories. Career, right? You could put, I checked and sent emails. I started a campaign. I don't know if that's how you spell campaign, but whatever. You could put, I posted on Instagram. Then we go here to parenting. I limited, we'll put screen time. I baked a birthday cake. I gave hugs and kisses. Okay? I'm going to shorten this video up because I feel like it's getting too long. Okay? So this is how you're going to properly write your daily goals. First thing you're going to have in mind is your bigger goal. What is your bigger goal? Then you're going to have the smaller goals in mind that actually help you accomplish your big goal. Then you're going to start with the date at the top of the paper. Put the date up there. We'll put 9/29/25. Put the date at the top of the paper. Then you're going to start with the 3 areas that you're focusing on. They could be personal, finance, and relationship. They can be relationship, finance, and career. They can be relationships, parenting, and personal. Whatever it is, you're picking 3 to focus on, especially if you're in the 21-day challenge. You're picking 3 to focus on, so you can accomplish your goals faster. But then you're going to start with I for each one. I. And then you're going to do past tense verbs. So you baked it, you posted it, you started it, you ate it, you hit it, you went, you checked on it, you sent it, you limited, you gave. All of those things are past tense. And once you do that, you know you are writing your daily goals correctly. And you will be ready to accomplish those goals. And that's how you do it. Love, love, love this. So I'm going to erase this for just a moment. Well, I'm not going to write it, but I'm going to erase this. And I'm going to chit chat with you guys about accomplishing your goals. If you are looking for a safe space to grow, to accomplish your goals, to become the best version of you, like you know you can be, because you're smart and you are capable, then subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to this channel, okay? And go to the playlist titled Goal Setting. So that you can see more videos like this one. It's all about goal setting, how to accomplish your goals, how to set your goals, how to organize your goals, stop procrastinating, get things done, and live the happy life you deserve to live, and attract the life you think you deserve. Go to the playlist that says goal setting, and you can binge watch these videos. You can watch these videos while you're driving. You can listen, well, not watching, but listen. Listen to the video while you're driving. You can listen to the video in the shower. Listen while you're cooking. Listen while you're cleaning. Listen while you're starting your day. Whatever the case may be. But if you go to the playlist of goal setting, you will see all the videos about goal setting. Also, if you are interested in joining a community of people who are on the same path as you, who are setting goals, accomplishing goals, and doing the work every single day, then what you should be doing is joining my 21-day challenge. It is a membership. We do it every single month. It starts the first of the month. We do it for 21 consecutive days, no days off. We end on the 21st of the month, and we wake up at 5 a.m. We all meet, we goal set, we journal, we read books, we uplift each other, hold each other accountable, praise each other, give each other our kudos and pats on the back. Every single day for 21 days. It is a challenge, but you are worth it because you're doing inner work, but you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. come do it with your girl. But what you want to do is you want to click the link. Click the link in the description. Click that link in the description and join the 21-day challenge. Click the link in the description, join the 21-day challenge, and start accomplishing your goals now. Okay? If you know someone who can benefit from this video, don't wait. Share it to them today. Okay? You know that they are someone who is ready to accomplish their goals. They're capable. They have the creative itch, and they always talking about doing something. They just need maybe just a little bit more information or a little guidance. Share this video with them so that they can watch it and benefit from it just like you did, because sharing is caring. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I appreciate you. I want you to continue attracting the life that you think you deserve. Continue attracting the life that you think you deserve. Continue attracting the love that you think you deserve. And stay blessed. I will see you in the next video. Bye. I wonder how long.